This is Hardy Brute, and today I'm going to be playing Escape the Mad Empire. Now, this game had a lot going for it. It's similar to Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, D&D games, Pillars of Eternity, except it's all 2D based. So the grids, the sprites, you get equipment, you get skills, you get items, you get teammates, all sorts of things. So let's check it out. This is the starting class, the starting character. And it works on a time-based system, so every time you move, the monsters or your surrounding environment is affected as well. So these gloves give us more physical defense, but they also lower our attack speed, so I don't think I'm going to wear them quite yet. The Empire is under attack. Get to the control room. Sure, buddy. So it seems like there's fogs of war until you open the rooms. We triggered an oil trap, I see. So we didn't take any damage, but it does slow you while it's there. And we found a resting fireplace. There's also gold to collect. There's all sorts of things to do in this game. Like, the game may feel a bit basic at first, but the combat is really high depth, and the hub world is really fun to expand upon. It's an explosive barrel. It even gives you the accuracy of your attack. So right now I'm only going to hit 9 out of 10 attacks. That's kind of bad. Each map and each mission is randomly generated, so that's what the rogue elements really come into play. That's our first enemy. A level 1 zombie with 20 health. He can do 4 to 11 to us. Recharge strike, so we strike and then strike again. Second Wind, which is kind of like the Barbarian's ability, so it'll heal us. And we have a Knock Stun ability for 4-second stun. You can also press space at any time to set up your tactical skills. So let's do the knock, let's stun him. It was a direct hit, nice. So let's do a basic attack. And we killed him with a big 10 at the end, nice. So we didn't take any damage there. We found a shield, some more arrows, and some gold. So we can hover over our character. We can do 4 to 11 damage. We're basically a strength and a con build. We look like a paladin, but we're kind of more like a fighter or a barbarian. Because we are using a shield. There's also attunements, it looks like. It looks like there's attunement as well. So that means you have to wear it for a certain number of battles, or usually a certain number of rooms, and then it becomes accustomed to you. Our axe currently does 1d8 damage. 1.6 DPS, and it's a slashing attack. Alright, so let's keep exploring. I do have to keep a lookout for the sacks of gold. There are skill checks as well. This one's for intelligence. Well, luckily we pass because our intelligence sucks. That gives more reason to bring a team that's more balanced or focused on certain stats. I kind of like the athletic checks that you do in D&D. So there's a poison concoction, which is a constitution check. We should easily pass this one, because we have a much higher constitution. We're more of a tank fighter right now. Identification scroll, that seems useful. The gem gives +1 damage to our main weapon, and is worth 40 gold. Crystal shard, that seems like the meta progression. So we unlock different classes, different characters. It goes up there into the top left corner too. Same thing with the rare material, so let's just collect all this loot. We got a key and the blue key as well. So it looks like we're looking for 2 different doors. We're back in the oil room. We never went left here. Found a bit of gold. Looks like a water barrel, a poison barrel, and an explosive barrel. This must be for the blue key that we found too. You can pick the lock, so it's nice to have a thief in the team as well. So let's try our chance, and it exploded. We got no loot and we got damage, so that was a failed attempt. You can see the enemies down there. It's a bat. He is currently unaware of us, so let's sneak up on him. We're only going to have a 50% chance to hit him. Let's use our second wind to heal up the damage we've taken. And let's get right up close to him so we can attack. He only has 5 HP, but the chance to hit him is really low. He's also missing us quite a bit. So let's move on. We took care of the bat. And a skeleton archer, 12 HP. 70% chance to hit, so let's try to stun him. It actually has a direct effect on our accuracy. Now we're going to 83% hit him. That's pretty cool. So you can have immediate effects on your surroundings. Let's go to the left here. And the game will automatically pause when you see a new enemy. So it kind of protects you just from taking a bunch of free damage. So we're fighting a junior skeleton. We also have a spider triggered. The recharge strike gives you physical armor. That doesn't help us a bunch. Let's use the quick attack since we're being surrounded. No, the junior only has 3 HP. We triggered... Oh, we're fighting 4 enemies now. I'm actually gonna run away to the corner a bit. Try to control how many enemies are attacking us at once. We killed the spider. You can see the one enemy over there is confused. I think our spirit did that. Nice, we got a quick attack and a normal attack, and we double hit them. So we cleared the entire field besides the one confused one. We didn't take any damage. So that big golden door looks like the exit. We still have a little bit to the bottom there, and a bit to the right that we haven't explored. But that could just be the extra wall over there. That one at the right could go nowhere. So let's go to the bottom first. So we've got our spirit. I think that spider's actually an enemy. I thought he was a neutral ally for a bit. But we can just kill him after we trigger these guys. So let's use our stun. Hit the skeleton. He seems like the biggest threat. He has the most HP too. 20. So we killed him. Use the recharge strike, so we're more tanky now. Keep using our basic attack. Use the quick attack on the spider, it instantly dies. And now we're just left with a couple enemies, the zombie and the insect. All of our skills are on cooldown, but I just realized we have a weapon switch and we have a crossbow equipped. So hey, really low chance to hit, but it did 23 damage. It must have been a crit too, because it's only a 1d12. And it did about double that damage. So that was a really lucky hit. That was the last enemy in the room, so let's head back to the golden door. I think we already have the key for it. And it opens up right away. So now we're on to floor 2. Ooh, there's a bunch of skeletons in this room. And they're surrounded by explosive barrels. It's a good thing we have a ranged crossbow. So let's swap to that, and let's try to hit the barrel and try to kill them all. Because I'm not sure they can even come down here. We triggered them, but I still don't think they can make it. I would like to hit the barrel in the back before we release them. Oof, it was just a chain explosion and now there's fire. They actually lived. But they're walking through the flames. Wow, a lot of them actually lived. But they are burning. This guy's got 3 health, 12 health. It looks like our shield actually absorbs the damage before our health does. Three HP, the other one is stunned. Nice, we took all care of all of them. There's also a number of chests in this room as well. Fire arrows, nice. That sounds awesome. A torch. Explosive potion. And a meteor scroll. Nice, that's also worth 100 gold, that's a lot. So it doesn't look like there's any more chests in the room. At least that they don't show up on the map. And there's just the one big chest near the exit. So let's check out our spoils. So we got a purple hat and we got a cool spear. It does 1d10 damage, 10% more attack speed, and extra damage to the physical armor, which I think is like a shield mechanic. So let's equip that over our current weapon. And then let's just head towards the exit. Exit and finish the dungeon. Nice. Now this looks like the Stargate from Stargate Atlantis. The main control room. So let's go talk to Hal 9000 and see what he has to say. I am AMI, a magical intelligence creation. So he wants us to construct these buildings, the soul extractor specifically, so we can recruit new adventurers. That makes sense. It looks kind of like a Tesla coil. So we got a Ravgar, a Battle Priest, and a Sork. It also looks like we can spend some of the meta progression on 3 of the purple things to unlock different classes as well. The Cultist or the Assassin. So let's just recruit all of them for now. And build the second building, the Random Replicator, which will give you items. So maybe it's like a shop. Yeah, it even calls itself a shop. 400 gold. We only have 500 right now. It's an epic item though. It also gives the stop ability, which causes paralysis for 4 seconds. But you can only use it once. So I think I'm going to save my money, but I am going to buy the cheap helmet. It's only 30 gold. The rest of these are consumables. And our sorcerer right now, he is only equipped with a bow and arrow. You can at least give him the shield back. And we can check out our purple helmet as well. So it has high physical armor, it gives plus defense, it also gives an inferno charge. And the charge makes you immune to fire damage. And it also does a little bit of fire damage around you for 12 seconds. But it's only got a charge and it can only be used once. So this is the dungeon selection. This is the route you can take. You fight a big boss at the end, it looks like. And this is kind of the rogue elements to it. Just limitation on level and team size. I'm going to take our sorcerer and our fighter that we were playing with. And let's check it out. So this is a brand new dungeon. Our sorcerer only has 5 HP, that is not good. I'm going to have to really pay attention not to put him in the front line. But he's got guided bolts. 3 guided bolts, magic missile, firebolt, a frostbolt, and he can push. It looks like the firebolt does the most damage. 2d10 plus 2, so he does 4 to 22 damage. That is quite a bit. The D basically stands for you're rolling the dice. So it's a 4-sided dice, you're rolling it, and whatever number you get, that's the damage you do. So when it's 2d10, you're rolling 2 10-sided dice, adding the values together, and then plus 2ing that. And the computer does that all for you. So our tank is in the front, our Sork is back behind, and he needs a clear line of vision to actually use his ability. So let's have him move up. Move into the room a bit. And let's try the magic bolts. That was pretty awesome. So the one guy just exploded. And our fighter actually has 2 new skills. One from the spear and one from the helmet. But they can only be used once per dungeon, so I think I'm gonna go save them. My Sork is using his bow in the background, that's pretty useful too. A water barrel. I think his magic missile attack is electricity, but I don't think it gets any benefit from water. Most of the time what water does is it reduces fire damage. Or increases cold damage or something like that. So 45% chance to lockpick. Last time it exploded in our face. But not this time. And we got a purple sword that does 2 to 6 damage. 20% attack speed. plus 1 damage, so it's actually 3 to 7 damage. And a 50% chance to disarm. I think ideally you're supposed to explore, find the key, come back. But I did like taking the chance this few times. So let's equip the sword. And equip the shield. And the shield also gives us a lightning ability. It's a level 2 spell. 3d12 damage, wow. So it'll do 3 to 36 damage one time. That is a lot of damage, potentially. And so let's get our Sork over here to help out. His accuracy with the bow is actually really terrible. His spells too, sort of. Seems like distance has an effect. Maybe even vision? Maybe my knight's blocking vision. But it's really nice that the Sork spells are infinite, and the cooldown is just based on time. 30 seconds, 45 seconds. Our fighter's also tankier, and attacking a lot faster with his sword shield combo back. So let's collect the gold, and let's keep exploring. This dungeon danger levels is only 0.5, so it's still pretty low. We can sit and rest and heal at the fireplace, but we're at full health, we don't really need to do that. So the only place we can go now is down. This seems like a pretty small dungeon so far. Yeah, but we still haven't gone right, we haven't gone down. We only did a couple big fights. This looks like a ritual room. Okay, blood altar in the middle. Might be a skill check. Or it's just for decorations. There is the golden door, that's the exit over there. And we haven't found the key for the exit or for the chest that we opened up from lockpicking. But there's still a bit more to explore. I do have to be careful to keep my Sork alive though. This one is definitely a skill check. So highlighting the character changes who's going to do the skill check. Our Sork has an 80% chance. And our Knight Fighter only has a 70% chance. And you would think our Sork with almost double the intelligence stats would be a bit higher than 10% more likely, but we were still successful and he still got XP, so I don't really care. Let's collect the gold that we've left on the ground. And continue exploring. There's only a few more pathways to go. Oh, there's definitely enemies somewhere. It's the bat. My Sork is in the front. That is not good. Main defense the bat has is that it's just really hard to hit. And there is a trap. Do you get XP from traps? 45% chance. What does the Sork do? It's the same. Must be like a dexterity check. So we triggered the trap, but we didn't actually take any damage from it. It was a water trap. Oftentimes the water is like a damp effect, so it doesn't always have to be damage. We've got one little side area. We're still looking for the key. We've already found the golden door. Insect with 8 HP. These are still level 1 creatures. This one's actually level 0. And our knight is actually really close, our fighter, to leveling up. After this dungeon, he'll probably get enough XP to level up. The bat is level 1 though. And he got one shot too. The Sork skills just feel so good. And being time-based, as long as you clear all the enemies, you can stick around for 30 seconds, that's fine. We've almost explored all of the areas, so the key doesn't have too many more places to hide. This one looks more like a mausoleum with 2 graves there. But besides that, that's kind of a dead end. So we're back at the golden door, so where did we miss? The up section up there. That has to be where the key is. The big bone zombie. He's still level 0, but he's got 20 health. And the accuracy of our Sork is on point like every time. Even when it says like 20 or 40% chance to hit. He's got the Hawkeye. He's got another shield. Got 4 physical armor. Which in this game I believe is a shield. So it is quite a bit worse than our... It just has +1 HP too. Which is a really bad stat. It's good for our Sork though, who has only 5 HP. But in general, 1 is nothing. So in the final chest we got a increased healing ring. That is almost worthless as well, although our knight does have a self-heal. We don't really have a healing class at the moment, so let's go through the golden door. And it leads to a boss, nice. I always like finishing off a dungeon with a boss battle. Yeah, it looks like there's a red switch to trigger the fight too, that's pretty cool. Ooh, you could skip the fight if you wanted to. That's interesting. Who are you? Does your friend talk? What are you doing here? Let me do my job. So these guys, if they're identical, they both have 40 HP, they're level 1, and they're grave diggers. I should be able to do at least 40 damage with all the spells I have. And they would then be on cooldown though. So hopefully my knight can kill the other one. Did a bit of damage. Let's use the stun effect. It's good his partner's distracted over there. He's not actually focusing us right now. He's half dead. I can use the lightning, it's a one-time use spell. That was really strong, 12 damage. And we leveled up. Well, I'll worry about that afterwards. We also got a lot more HP. 20? We had 12 before. So it looks like you get base stats, and you probably get some skill upgrades as well. So let's move in and take aggro with the knight. And use the recharging strike. It'll give us shield. It also does damage, so it's a really good skill. Frost for 15 damage. He's almost dead. I might kill him with the an auto attack. Nice. And right at the end, my knight was poisoned. He was taking 1 damage over and over and over. So it doesn't look like there's anything in this room besides the bosses. We did get some coins from their dead bodies. But it looks like there's a chest over here. Is it going to open now since I killed the bosses? Yeah, it opens for free. Nice. So unique boots. It decreases your attack speed, gives you defense. And you get a buff when you kill an undead unit. That's pretty cool. Invigorating defense. So let's slap those bad boys on. And it looks like the invigorating defense. So every time I kill an undead unit, I can heal for 4. Which pairs really good with that ring I got earlier. The 40% increased healing. As long as we're fighting undeads, of course. So let's get out of the portal, head back to town. Ooh, it kind of tallies up all your life insurance, how many people died, I suppose. So now that I've leveled up, I can upgrade my knock. You can upgrade the skills the character has inherently. So I can't upgrade the lightning. I could upgrade the second wind. Increase the healing by 2 points. That's pretty cool. But I'll figure that out next time. This seems like a really good stopping point. We did a couple dungeons, did the tutorial. So if you'd like to see more, let me know. I had a blast. Later.